students, welcome to Sri Guru Bio classes. In this class we are going to discuss about some of the multiple choice questions related to cell biology, which is useful for NEET, CSIR, DBT, ICMR and other competitive exams. Now let us come to the topic. Which of the following cell organelle is responsible for extracting energy from carbohydrates to form ATP? In this question, the energy present in the carbohydrates are taken from this, and this energy is stored in the form of ATP. Among all these cell organelles, one of the cell organelle is taking energy from carbohydrates, and this energy is stored in the form of ATP. Now let us see that one by one options here. In this first option, ribosomes. Option A, ribosomes. Ribosomes are granular structures which is present inside the cell, which is mainly involved in protein synthesis. Next, coming to that, chloroplasts. Chloroplasts are the green color pigments which is present in the green parts of the plants. Generally, chloroplasts are involved in the process of photosynthesis. Next, coming to the mitochondria. Mitochondria is the cell organelles which is present mainly in eukaryotic cells, mainly involved in the process of aerobic respiration. In this, lysosomes. Next, lysosomes are the membrane bound structures which is also present in the cells. The hydrolytic enzymes present inside the lysosomes, they degrade some of the macromolecules like carbohydrates, proteins, viruses, bacteria, etc. So they degrade that to macromolecules. So here, lysosomes, what is the role of this lysosomes? Degradation process. Lysosomes generally involved in degradation. Next, in this, ribosomes mainly involved in protein synthesis, so it is not taken any energy from this carbohydrate, so it is not a right option. Next, chloroplast. This is mainly involved in photosynthesis, so it is not a right option. Next, mitochondria, which is involved in aerobic respiration. In this aerobic respiration, what is happening is, in the presence of oxygen, the carbohydrates are oxidized into carbon dioxide and water, and along with carbon dioxide, water, large amount of energy are also released in that aerobic respiration. So the released energy is stored in the form of ATP. So mitochondria are the sites in which the aerobic respiration takes place. In this aerobic respiration, the energy is released from the carbohydrates are stored in the form of ATP. So the mitochondria are also known as powerhouse of the cells. Next, lysosomes, they are involved in degradation process. So now coming to the second question, the solid linear cytoskeletal elements having a diameter of 6 nanometers and made up of a single type of monomer are known as. In this question, the solid linear cytoskeleton, elements having a diameter of 6 nanometers, and these are made up of single type of monomer. So that means these are made up of single type of protein, generally called it as monomer. So let us see that options. In these microtubules, generally these microtubules are longest fibers. Microtubules are the longest fibers, generally around 25 nanometers is observed in these cytoskeletal elements. These are the longest and approximately 25 nanometers in size. Generally, these are made up of tubulin protein. These are made up of tubulin protein. Now, coming to that microfilaments, these are the thinnest filaments. Generally, this is like this. Generally, double strands are observed in this. These are the thinnest filaments. These size around 6 to 7 nanometers. Generally, these are made up of actin protein. These are made up of actin protein. Now, coming to that intermediate filaments, the name it indicates intermediate. Intermediate means what? These are cytoskeletal elements, which is the size between that microtubules and microfilaments. The range is present in that between these two filaments. These intermediate filaments generally, which is around 10 nanometers, around 10 nanometers, and which is made up of different types of proteins. It is not a single type of proteins. These are made up of different types of proteins. Next, lamins. Lamins is a type of intermediate proteins. It is a type of intermediate filamental protein. So, in these options, microtubules 25 nanometers, which is made up of single protein tubulin, and microfilaments are 6 to 7 nanometer size filaments. This is made up of actin proteins. Next, intermediate filaments are 10 nanometers in diameter, and lamins are the type of intermediate filaments. In this, these two options are not suitable for this. How? This intermediate filaments and lamins are not made up of single monomer. It is composed of different proteins. So these two options are not correct. This. Next, coming to this option A and option B. In option A, microtubules are made up of single type of tubulin. Okay, single type of monomer here. But the size, they mentioned size 6 nanometers. When we are observing the tubulin protein around 25 nanometers, so it is not a right option. Now coming to that microfilaments, the microfilaments are thinnest cytoskeletal proteins. Generally, it is made up of 6 to 7 nanometers. This size comes this range, and this is actin protein. Generally, this is a single type of protein is made up of this microfilaments. So, which is the right answer here? Microfilaments is the right answer for this question. Next, coming to that another question. Which of the following pairs of organelles does not contain DNA? So, in this question, they given some of the cell organelles here. Among these cell organelles, one pair does not have DNA. Does not have DNA means the DNA is not present in this pair of cell organelles. Now let us see that options. Nuclear envelope. Nuclear envelope, it is a membranous structure which is covered that genetic material. So that does not have DNA. Now coming to that mitochondria. So as we know that mitochondrial matrix having single circular DNA molecule is present in that mitochondria. Next, lysosomes. In these lysosomes are membrane-bound structures. These lysosomes contains hydrolytic enzymes only. No cell organelles is present inside that lysosome. So DNA is absent here. DNA is absent here. Next, coming to that chloroplast. Chloroplasts are also double membrane structure. So in this chloroplast are also having single circular DNA molecule is present in that stroma of this chloroplast. Next, coming to that vacuoles. Vacuoles are also another structures which is present inside the plant cells, especially large size of this vacuole is present inside that plant cells. This vacuole having tonoplast and it contains cell sap and some of the water and waste materials are present inside the vacuole. So that's why in this, among all these options, nuclear envelope does not have DNA and mitochondria have DNA. So it is not a right option. Next, mitochondria having DNA but lysosomes does not have DNA. So it is not a right option. Chloroplasts have DNA and vacuoles does not have DNA. So it is not a right answer. Lysosomes and vacuoles both does not have DNA. So that's option D is the right answer for this. Now coming to that next question, which of the following statement is not correct? So here they given some of the statements related to lysosomes. Among all these statements, one option is incorrect. So let us see that structure and function of lysosomes here. So lysosomes are a single membrane structure which is filled with hydrolytic enzymes. So the lysosomes having more number of hydrolytic enzymes. These hydrolytic enzymes are more active at acidic pH. Generally, these lysosomes are formed from the Golgi apparatus at the time of packaging. So now let us see that options here. Lysosomes are formed by the process of packaging in the endoplasmic reticulum. It is a right statement. No, it is not a right statement related to this lysosome. Why? Because the lysosomes are formed by the process of packaging in the Golgi apparatus. So next, coming to that, option B, lysosomes have numerous hydrolytic enzymes. Yes, lysosomes having more hydrolytic enzymes present inside these lysosomes. So this is a correct statement. So it is not a right option for this question. Next, the enzymes present in the lysosomes are active at acidic pH. So all hydrolytic enzymes which is present in the lysosomes are more active at acidic pH. So it is not a correct option for this question. Next, lysosomes are membrane bound structure. Yes, the lysosomes is covered with a single membrane. So it is not a correct answer for this question. Now, which is the correct answer for this question? Option A is the right answer for this question. Lysosomes are formed by the process of packaging in the endoplasmic reticulum. Not, it is formed from the Golgi apparatus. Next, coming to that next question, which of the following statements regarding mitochondria is incorrect? So here they given some of the statements related to mitochondria. So among all these statements, one statement is incorrect. Let us find out this incorrect statement here. Next, we will see that structure of that mitochondria. As we know that mitochondria is a double membrane structure which contains outer membrane and inner membrane. The inner membrane are formed into that small infoldings are observed in that inner membrane, that is commonly called as cristae or crista. In this outer membrane and inner membrane have there are number of specific enzymes are embedded in these outer and inner membranes of these mitochondria. In addition to these outer and inner membranes, inside that mitochondria, this is commonly called as matrix. So these matrix are also having single circular DNA molecule, some RNA molecules, and 70S type of ribosomes are present inside the matrix. Next, the outer membrane of this mitochondria is more permeable to compared to this inner membrane of this mitochondria. So this inner mitochondria having more number of enzymes which is related to electron transport chain. So let us see that options here. The mitochondrial material contains single circular DNA molecule and ribosome. Yes, this is present. So it is a correct option. Next, the outer membrane is permeable to monomers of carbohydrates, fats and proteins. Yes, so the outer membrane is more permeable to small molecules like carbohydrates, proteins and fats, monomers. Especially monomers means single units of this proteins or carbohydrates, etc. This is more permeable to that outer membrane. So this is also a right statement. Next, enzymes of electron transport chain and present in outer membrane. So here generally the enzymes which is related to electron transport chain is embedded in the inner membrane only, not in outer membrane. So this is not a correct statement for related to this mitochondria. The inner membrane is convoluted with infoldings. Yes, the inner membrane is formed into the infoldings, that is commonly called as cristae or crista. This is also right option related to this mitochondria. So which is the right answer here? The enzymes of electron transport chain are embedded in the outer membrane. This is option C is incorrect option. So the correct sentence is the enzymes of electron transport chain is present in the inner membrane.